issue which will have a multiplier impact. Education for the very poor children, especially girl child, it's very, very satisfying and heartening to see you are in the end making a deep impact in the society, making a true difference for our nation.
One of the focus of Satya Bharati schools was that how do we create schools that are happy, that child immediately feels safe, feels reassured that there are people who will look after me.
पढ़ना, खेलना, हंसना। इंडियन सोसाइटी पिंडा च तां बेसिकली भी है ना +2 करी भी नहीं हुंदी पहला कह दिंदे ने भी बहुत पढ़ ले बस छड्डो बट ये चीज़ मेरी फैमिली ने मैनू कदे नहीं कही स्कूल ने भी हमेशा ही सपोर्ट की ते जदों मैं पढ़दी सी उस टाइम दे विच ही कॉन्फिडेंस रेज होया
In Satya Bharati schools in the villages of our country gave us a lot of exposure to the kind of challenges that are being faced by underprivileged children. We thought it was important that we take our learnings, our experiences into the government schools where millions of children of similar background were studying. So therefore the Satya Bharati Quality Support Program was born.
My name is Hanuman Lakadam. I love going to school because I can be anyone. Sometimes I can be a painter, a singer, reader, or I can be just myself. Earlier, the school was very boring. Since Bharati Foundation support the school, a lot of my friends have found different ways to express themselves.
We have built a program which can be replicable, which can be scaled up. I believe educating a girl child, you ensure that next few generations will be educated.
In my class, I read about astronauts and stars. My teacher says girls can go to space too. I'm learning about new technology and science so that one day I can go to Mars. My name is Pooja and I want to become an astronaut.
I want to be a football player, doctor, engineer, lawyer, scientist, teacher, architect, IPS officer.
Giving education to a child is not the end of everything. And education without values and value system, to my mind, is not something which we need to give to our kids.
सपनों की कभी कोई लोकेशन नहीं होती.
My school has taught me to dream big and I won't stop.
जब मैं एक दिन बहुत बड़ी डॉक्टर बन जाऊंगी ना, तो मेरे गांव का नाम सबको पता होगा. सब बोलेंगे वो है रावल का गांव.
Ever since we started, we're adding more and more villages to our education program. We're reaching out to more and more schools, more and more children. We believe we're changing India one village at a time. The Teacher Apps Summer Fest is round the corner. Like last year, we are ready to welcome thousands of teachers from across the country. This year, on Teachers Demand, the Summer Fest is about use of technology in your classrooms, in education. We will be bringing senior teachers, specialists from around the country to share with you how to use technology in your classrooms. We'll make this fest very exciting. There would be events, there would be competitions, there would be activities where you can participate as well. Come and enjoy this fest, come and win prizes, come and meet peer educators and have fun.
Jai Hind, good afternoon, esteemed principals, teachers, and other distinguished guests. Welcome back to day 3 of Teacher Summer Fest 2024 on the Teacher app, where we continue to explore the transformative role of technology in education. We hope you have learned a lot during the first 2 days of this webinar. Give me a thumbs up if you could attend both the days of the workshop. One thumbs up अगर आपने दोनों दिन का वर्कशॉप अटेंड कर पाए हैं. राइट, थैंक यू सो मच. एंड वरी नॉट, अगर आपने नहीं भी देखा है तो हमारे रिकॉर्डिंग अवेलेबल है डे 1 के, एंड डे 2 के भी जल्द ही हम अपलोड करने वाले हैं ऑन द टीचर ऐप. मूविंग ऑन, द टीचर ऐप by Bharti Airtel Foundation is a platform to empower teachers, school leaders, and educationists with high quality content and engaging resources. It is our belief that happy and energized schools, engaged teachers, students, and parents are key to school transformation. We promised you an amazing experience with our quality courses, engaging learning bites, interactive webinars, and many other resources. In the first 2 days of the Teacher Summer Fest, we focused on leveraging technology to enhance various skills, including language, reading, writing, listening, speaking, and comprehension. Participants gain insights into the use of cases of several tech tools aimed at fostering these skills. These tools aim to integrate technology in teaching practice, creating a more interactive and effective learning environment. Towards the end of day 2, we also learned about how podcast can be used in your own school so that the life skill of your own students can be developed. It was indeed a very new thing that I had learned yesterday. अब शुरुआत करते हैं कि AI किस प्रकार से हमारे दैनिक जीवन का हिस्सा बन चुका है. वर्चुअल असिस्टेंट जैसे कि सिरी और एलेक्सा जो हमारे कार्यों में मदद करते हैं, वो किस तरीके से हमारे दैनिक जीवन में एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रिसोर्स बन गए हैं. ये हमारे जीवन को एक अधिक सुविधाजनक, कुशल और आपस में जुड़ा हुआ बना रहे हैं. चलिए अब थोड़ा गहराई से AI को समझते हैं कि शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में AI ने क्या क्रांति लाया है. Our speaker today, Vasudevan Natarajan, an expert in educational technology, will come here to discuss how AI is being integrated into educational setting to improve both teaching and learning outcome. Mr. Vasudevan Natarajan is the CEO of a company named Super Teacher. He's also a Google certified educator and trainer, an expert in robotic, experiential learning, teacher training, and workshop. The rich experience of years together, his wisdom has been nurtured by over 10,000 students and almost the equal number of teachers and educators across the globe, making him the most sought out speaker across educational institutions. His training contribution has an impact on the educational forefront of our country. We welcome Vasudevan here today to lead today's session. Welcome so much. Over to you, Vasudevan.
Great. Thank you so much, Bharti Foundation, Debashri ma'am. Thank you so much. And a very warm welcome to one and all present over here, teachers. Namaste to one and all. My name is Vasudevan, and I'm here to talk to you regarding the artificial intelligence as a concept. I think we would have interacted in the past as well. We would have spoken about a lot of tools and resources related to technology inclusion into the classrooms. And even in the last 2 days, पिछले 2 दिनों में भी हमने काफी सारे बातें करी होगी regarding how to use a particular tool within a classroom setup. Now, something interesting that Bharti Foundation has come up this time is about conceptual understanding of AI as a component. Now, what do we mean by this? Jab bhi, wait a minute, voice is not clear. I am checking on my speakers and microphone. That's great. Yeah, I would request you to check your audio connection, teachers, and let me know if it's clear or not. I think it should be right now. Clear? Thank you so much, Mohammad Bawasir. Namaste. Thank you so much. Let's start. So when we talk about, whenever we talk about finding a resource, a tool, or a platform, it is about an R&D that every teacher, research and development done by every teacher for their respective subjects. जब भी हम कंप्यूटर में बैठते हैं या फिर सीबीएसई ने कोई सर्कुलर रिलीज करा है जहां पे वो बात करते हैं कि टेक्नोलॉजी को क्लासरूम में इंक्लूड करो, तो इमीडिएटली हमारा सर्च स्टार्ट हो जाता है टुवर्ड्स रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट. मेरे सब्जेक्ट के लिए क्या है, हिंदी के लिए क्या है, ज्योग्राफी के लिए क्या है. पर यहाँ पर है ना, it's not about actually a particular resource or a tool or a platform for a subject. It is about the way we use it. If I have to give you an analogy, there are times when you actually want to cook something. Let's assume that you want to cook paneer butter masala or something like that. जब पनीर बटर मसाला बनाने जाते हैं, पता चला कि मेथी घर में नहीं है, you don't have the coriander, and you don't have the coriander seeds, or you don't have the coriander, so you probably add a little extra jeera or some other masala and you try to make up for it, right? So just like the way when we have a requirement of a particular, here in this case, tool or a resource like coriander, the ability of us to understand कि ये जीरा से काम चल जाएगा is can happen only when you have a conceptual understanding. No, that is what we are going to get into. Otherwise, the problem is we are always going to be in the chasing mode of, what's there for this subject, social ke liye kya hai, English ke liye kya hai, etc., etc. So for this particular aspect, national education policy में भी कहा गया था कि integration of subject is the core of everything. अगर मैं integrate कर पाऊंगा एक चीज को, तो मेरा जो I would say the capacity or the capability to use a particular technology or anything in the classroom becomes something that you can create for yourself. मैंने भी जो भी कहा, whatever I spoke right now, you would have understood only 10% of it or maximum 15 to 20%. But by the end of this session, जैसे ही हमारा session आज खत्म होगा, you will go back with a very good knowledge on the concept part of what is artificial intelligence, and उसके जरिए you will be able to explore more and more tools. In fact, create your own tools. I'll repeat it, teachers. जब भी हम कुछ भी search करते हैं internet पे, there are 3 things under which you can categorize. First thing is called as a resource. Resource एक ऐसा चीज होता है, it's a thing where your subject के लिए directly there is something to support. When I talk about geography and when I talk about social studies for that matter, there is this website called as nationalgeographic.org or National Geographic, nationalgeography.org. And there is another channel called as GeoGebra, which is particularly for mathematics. Then again, Math Playground. So these are some of the platforms that are directly related to that subject. और ये जो websites जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, that cannot be used on other subjects. So that is called as a resource. The second category falls under something called as tools. Tools एक ऐसा चीज है जो आप multiple चीजों पे use कर सकते हो. For example, I can use a tool either in maths or in social. A blackboard could be considered as a tool. I could use Google Earth and I can talk about the distance between 2 cities and towns. At the same time, talk about the plains and plateaus. तो वो एक टूल बन जाता है. You can actually consider it to be a tool. And finally, जब भी हम online में या जब भी किसी से, if you want a connection to happen, if you want to interact with the children or something like that, then that becomes a platform. तो यहाँ पर Zoom is a platform, या फिर Google Classroom could be considered to be a platform, जहाँ पे teachers and the student both sit together and interact with each other. So you will be surprised to know that whenever we do any research, it will fall under one of these 3 categories, either resource, a tool, or a platform. I would like to quickly summarize this again with the same example of paneer butter masala. It's just like you make all the dishes, all the items in the kitchen, and when you come, bring everything, all the containers with everything on the dining table. तो जो चावल है, जो दाल है, जो पनीर है, और chicken bhi ho, for example, for that matter. So all these are considered to be resources. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है कि in the kitchen itself, do we really do that? In the kitchen itself, we put the rice, the gravy, the vegetables and everything in one, just mix it over there and just directly serve. No, we don't do that. So the resources cannot be actually mixed. It doesn't really look good. Oh, you mix it in. Probably that's called as vegetable biryani. Yeah, Upinder ma'am. So yeah, that could be done. But the point is, once you bring to the dining table, there are times that you would have forgotten to take an extra spoon for that extra side dish that you made. So in that case, what you actually do, chalo, फिर से let's not go to the kitchen again to get another chamach. Let me use the same spoon that I used for paneer. You manage with the same spoon, right? So that's probably the tool which can be used on multiple other areas, right? And finally, last, the platform. Platform is, you call that plate where you mix everything, put everything, and that's where the mixing happens. One pot meal in fashion these days because people are very busy. You're absolutely right. Yeah, the day when it is my turn to make the breakfast and lunch before we get off to office, my wife and me always discuss, and I always prefer to make a one pot rice. It's very simple. सब कुछ कुकर में डाल दो, just boil it and get it right. But yeah, यहाँ पे technology के साथ अगर हमने ऐसा कुछ किया, that's a very good thing, and that's what we're intending to speak. Indirectly, I'm also communicating that whenever we talk about anything online, you can use it the way you want. You can use it completely the way you want. Yeah, kind of, you can use it like a resource, you can use it like a tool. So you don't have to be in search of a particular tool, resource, or platform. If you understand the taste of Maggie or the taste of paneer, or if you understand how and when you actually want to use that particular technological aspect, that's it. ये हमारा analogy था आज के session के लिए, and इसके जरिए let us get introduced to the world of artificial intelligence and resources, tools, and platform. Elizabeth, ma'am, you're absolutely correct. Let's quickly share my screen. I would like to show you something. So this is what, yeah, time saving. Actually, in Mumbai, the place where I was born and raised, there is this concept of dabbawalas. I think some of you might know that, right? So dabbawalas became very famous, and these guys have got amazing skills in delivering the dabbas right in time. If there is anyone from Mumbai area, I think you might know that, and it has become a very common thing in almost all the cities and towns where people go to work, right? Yeah, you know that already. So remember this analogy, teachers. Keep on pondering about it in your mind, and I'm very sure you will get to know a very good insight about it. So artificial intelligence in education, Dabbawalas rock, right, Malti ma'am? Yeah. In education. Now, how is AI related to Dabbawalas? You'll get to understand by the end of this lesson. But let's go with the first slide. So here in this case, this is what our objectives will be. And let's see how far we can go ahead with this. So today you will be able to acquire the practical skills by experimenting with AI tools up to a certain extent and implement them to AI-driven solutions in their teaching practices. So basically, here we are going to talk about inclusion of technology into the curriculum. And teachers, we will be surprised that already Government of India, Ministry of Education, included a lot of technological aspects to be present within the classroom. You will be surprised that, oh, this was already done in the year 2015. Oh my God, I didn't even know about it. Something like that. I was at least surprised for the first time when I came to know about it. तो हम बात करेंगे उसके बारे में भी. First thing is understanding the concept of artificial intelligence. काफी लोगों को ये डाउट हो सकता है कि एक घंटे में एआई कैसे करेंगे. You will love it. आपको पता चलेगा कि एआई इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि एंड ऑफ द डे वो भी एक इंटेलिजेंस है ना, एंड वो तो ऊपर से आर्टिफिशियल है. तो इट्स लाइक quite easy to understand, especially when we compare with human beings. We'll do that. We'll explore the domains of artificial intelligence. जो बस सिर्फ तीन ही है, that also we'll discuss. We'll also understand what are the Government of India initiatives towards including AI into the classroom. उसके बाद we will understand computer vision. There is a platform called as through Google Teachable Machine. I think some of you might know about it. फिर there is something called as natural language processing through generative AI tools like ChatGPT, फिर Google Gemini, फिर Microsoft का Copilot, फिर there is something called as Adobe Firefly. ये सारे tools आज हम use करेंगे. उसके बाद we will try to apply the learned concept in our day-to-day practice of teaching and learning. So this is going to be our maqsad. And if you can see the right corner over here, you can see a small dog kind of a robot, right? It actually looks like a figure that is created, and ये animation cartoon जैसा लग रहा है teachers, but वो जो dog है ना वो सच का है. In fact, there is this dog called as this is the name of this dog is called as Aibo, AIBO. अगर आपके पास Google सामने है, अगर आप कर सकते हो, तो I want you to please search something called as AIBO. It's like artificial intelligence. Basically, it's by Sony company. They made a dog that can really obey the orders, but in a manner of a robotic action. So it's just like the way a new dog comes to your home. It does not really gel with the people initially, right? So ये AI bot भी वैसे ही करता है. थोड़े दिन के बाद it becomes so friendly that it'll be very, very, very difficult to actually have a detachment. इतना चाहत हो जाता है इस robot के साथ. There are some incidents where after this robot does not work, people think that it is dead and they even bury it. This has happened in some cases. So anyways, that's Aibo. I think Archana ma'am, you know about it. That's fantastic. Yeah. And knowing AI in 1 hour, that's a challenge. That's fantastic. Let's try to understand that. Yeah. Here we go. Let's go for the first topic over here. Aibo looks cute. Oh, you saw that already. Yes, Aparna ma'am, will not get into the details of ChatGPT and Copilot. Don't worry. It's just to understand the concept of AI. Let's go forward. So now, the first thing is, when we talk about artificial intelligence, it is kind of mimicking a human being. सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि mimicking a human being is a very difficult and a complex topic altogether. It's not that easy in the world of programming. However, that has become very easy right now. I'll give you one example. 10 साल पहले शायद, I think 10-11-12 साल पहले, there was this movie that got released by Rajnikant. I think you know that, right? नाम क्या था उसका? It was called as Endiran in Tamil, and then it was called as Robot in I think most of you know that, right? And उसमें रजनीकांत को ऐश्वर्या राय के साथ प्यार हो जाता है. ऐसा कभी होता है? It's kind of very difficult, right? Robot, falling in love and things like that. It's quite imaginary, but surprisingly it is already possible. There are some news already, you can Google about it. You'll be surprised that people are getting married with the robots. It's like the wife will be like, मुझे जैसा चाहिए वैसा मैं program कर लूंगी और ये होगा मेरा पति, something like that. And it is already happened, teachers. There are some news articles. I don't want to discuss that right now, considering the heaviness of the topic. But the point is, जो हमें लगा imaginary है, जो कभी हो ही नहीं सकता, वो already हो चुका है. Even the movie director would have never thought कि ऐसा कुछ होगा शायद, but हो रहा है. The point is, the difference between a robot and a human being, it's getting reduced day by day. In fact, there is one robot for the first time in the world. It got its citizenship in a particular country in the world right now. Do you know which robot we're talking about? A robot that got its citizenship. You'll be surprised. And this robot looks pretty much like a human being. And the best part is, it can even come to the grocery shop and buy vegetables just like the way we go and buy the vegetables. I think some of you know that, right? Yeah, this particular robot is actually called as Sophia. Yeah, Sophia. Sophia from Saudi Arabia. Right, Saudi Arabia is the nation to make this move of allowing a robot to become the citizen of that particular country. Yeah, it's a very terrific thing, right? You go to the shop and suddenly find a robot also buying a packet of Maggie. कैसा लगेगा? I mean, why would a robot buy a packet of Maggie? It should ideally be buying some lithium batteries, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, let's continue. So robots or artificial intelligence over here. Robots is just a picturization of AI. We'll talk about that in detail a little later. So computer vision, natural language processing, and data. These are the 3 domains. Quickly, before we go forward, I have a question to all of you. Can you please tell me on the chat, teachers, what is the most important organ of a body responsible for thought process? Thought process, I think you all know that. अगर मुझे कुछ सोचना हो तो सबसे ज्यादा important क्या है? That's fantastic. I think people are, brain is the right answer. You're very close. You're very close, but you'll be surprised that brain is actually not the right answer. Somebody said nervous system. Nervous system is very close, but again, not the right answer. Neurons are very close, but not the right answer. Come on. You are there, already there. Body? Let's assume that body is there. Some people are like, heart to hona padega na, zinda rehna padega, you need to be alive. No. Let's assume that you are alive and heart is there. Cerebrum is part of the brain. No, somebody said conscious mind, you're very close. The moment I tell you, you will be surprised. Hey, somebody said the answer, but the chat went very fast. Somebody said the answer. Devinder, you are very close, but not complete. You'll be like, Arey, this is the answer. Come on. Okay, I think biology teachers are really into the organs. Aarti ma'am, you're absolutely right. Harpreet ma'am, you're very close. Sarika ma'am, you're right. It's actually the sense organs. Exactly. Sense organs. Our brain, it becomes actually, I would not say useless, but senseless without the sense organs. Only when I can see the things, I'll be able to share the information to the brain, and based on that, the brain processes that information and then gives it back to the other organs of body. Now, this is actually called as the sense organs, then the brain, and then the hands and the legs. Indirectly, input, then process, and then output. Computer teachers generally say in IPO cycle kehte hain. I think you know that. Now, just like the way human beings have sense organs to sense something, teachers, I'll tell you something. Robots have something called as sensors. SENSORS. जैसे मेरी आंखें हैं तो रोबोट्स की भी आंखें हैं, पर उसे शायद हम कैमरा कहते हैं. Something like that. जैसे मैं बात कर रहा हूं आप लोगों से, आई एम एबल टू टॉक टू यू इन अ पर्टिकुलर लैंग्वेज. जब रोबोट्स बात करते हैं तो शायद उसे नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग कहते हैं, NLP. एंड जब भी मुझे कुछ सीखना हो, whenever I want to learn something, I learn only with examples. Rita ma'am is conducting a class today and she's like, let me give you this example, and she's talking about solar system. Children are not able to understand. Then Rita ma'am immediately will be like, acha, let me give you another example. Then again with another example, some students are able to understand, but not all of them. Again, Rita ma'am is like, let me give you another example and let's see if you're able to understand. So Rita ma'am is giving multiple examples to give us an understanding of what that particular topic is or solar system is. Am I right? Now, these examples are for human beings. Similarly, if I give examples to the computer, for computer to learn something, that is called as data. That is called as information or data. So the eyes directly correspond to computer vision. The way we talk to each other and communicate corresponds to natural language processing. And finally, data attributes towards something very interesting called as examples. Let us quickly do this with an example. I think some of you would have actually come across this platform, but the first platform that I would like to show you over here is called as Quick Draw. Have you tried Quick Draw? Let's do this. And in Quick Draw, the moment we click on this, teachers, आपका website कुछ ऐसे खुलता है, quickdraw.withgoogle.com. And some of you would have already known this, but for the teachers who are looking at it for the first time, we are doing this both to understand the concept, but also to use it in the classroom. You know how to use this particular tool. So think about it parallelly. And you tell me an idea how this could be included in the classroom. Let's go for it. Can a neural network learn to recognize doodling? Itna bada shabd nahi learn karne ka. It's like, can a computer guess what you're drawing? It's like that. Can a computer guess what you're drawing? Let's try this. I'm going to click on Let's Draw Teachers, and there is an instruction. Draw tent in under 20 seconds. So mujhe ek tent banana hai, and I make a line.
I see line.
Can you see there was a guess that is happening? Again, I'm drawing another line.
I see arrow.
And there is a guess that's
or
happening.
Mountain. Oh, I know. It's tent.
Wow, it was able to get that it was a tent. That's lovely. Let's go forward. Draw bathtub in under 20 seconds. I go to bathtub. And bathtub kaise banayenge?
I see knee. Or nose.
Okay.
Or swan.
Swan, seriously.
Or foot. Oh, I know. It's bathtub.
It's bathtub, whatever it is. India mein bathtub thoda rare hai, right? Draw radio in under 20 seconds. Radio banate chalo. It's going to be like this.
I see line.
That's a good guess.
Or bench.
Come on.
Or springboard.
And ye ho gaya
or
antenna.
Pillow. I see birthday cake.
Okay.
Oh, I know. It's radio.
I'm good at drawing. That's great. Draw mushroom in under 20 seconds. Okay, mushroom banate hain.
I see rainbow. Or moon. Oh, I know. It's mushroom.
Great. Mushroom acha tha na? That's great. I like it. Draw vase in under 20 seconds. Let's draw vase.
I see line.
Okay.
Or nose. Or leg. Or skyscraper.
Come on.
Or foot. I see carrot. Oh, I know.
Oh, lucky.
It's vase.
Lucky. Draw ball in under 20 seconds. Aaj sare guesses bahut aasan the. I think I could have drawn by myself.
I see moon.
Come on, this is ball.
Or circle. Or baseball.
It's a ball.
Or basketball. Or backpack.
Meri nazar lag gayi shayad.
I'm not sure what that is.
Come on. Oh, it's onion.
I see onion.
Ball
or
kaisa hota
watermelon.
hai?
Sorry, I couldn't guess it.
It's my mistake. I shouldn't have said that everything is easy today. Okay, fine. I couldn't draw the last one. That's completely fine. Let's see what. So here in this case, you can see our neural net. Basically, computer ka jo brain hai, figured out 5 of your doodles. Doodles is basically हमने जो drawing बनाया है. But it saw something else in the other one. तो पता नहीं इसमें क्या देखा उन्होंने. Let's see. Select one to see what it saw and visit the data to see 50 million drawings. तो मैं सबसे पहले इस ball को मैं click करूंगा. तो आप देख सकते हो उसका closest match watermelon के साथ है, backpack के साथ है, onions के साथ है. ये रहा. तो उनके हिसाब से ये सारे बॉल्स है। अच्छा, उससे अच्छा तो हमारा बॉल था। Okay, that's fine, no problem. Coming back. What I'm going to show you something is going to really be mind blowing, teachers. मैं जैसे इस डेटा पर क्लिक करूंगा, आप देख सकते हो कि these are the drawings drawn by the people across the globe. It's like, for example, let me click on the frog over here, and यहाँ पे मैं जब frog click करूंगा, you can see all the frogs drawn by the people across the globe. Now यहाँ पर ये जो भी we are looking at different type of frogs over here. These are all present, actually drawn by people across the globe. So these act like an example, just like the way Rita ma'am was talking about multiple examples. Here in this case, it's more like examples for quick draw. Now ये जो examples है, इसे कहते हैं हम data. Now examples के साथ अगर हमने learn किया, it's called as human intelligence. अगर जब computer उसे learn करता है examples के साथ, तो उस examples को data कहते हैं, और उस process को, जब when Rita ma'am is talking to the other people, to me for example, and I develop my intelligence, so that's called as human intelligence, and the process is called as human learning. But the same thing when a computer does, it is called as machine learning. So I hope you're able to understand what machine learning is all about. And ये जो learning है, इसे बस एक जगह पे नहीं, बहुत जगह पे use होता है. For example, there is one website जहाँ पे it's called as autodraw.com. I think आपने सुना होगा autodraw.com. And autodraw.com एक ऐसा जगह है जहाँ पर you don't have to draw the complete picture. So I was practicing it yesterday. I will open it again. So आप देख सकते हो, suppose if I want to make a scenery, चलो, generally scenery मतलब the moment I say सारे लोगों के पास एक imagination होगा, a sun between two mountains. Are you imagining that? And वो शायद mountains के साथ एक नदी भी बह रही है, some river sort of a thing. And I'm pretty sure you're also imagining something else, like a tree present nearby the river. Did you imagine the tree? I hope so. And then probably a house as well. Some people would have gone to an extent to make that house and have a pet animal nearby. ऐसे भी सोचा होगा. Let's try to draw a mountain as usual. Now you can see that the moment I drew the mountain, यहाँ पे काफी सारे guesses आ रहे हैं. Now these guesses, so see, I got the mountain over here. You can directly click on them and you can just make it as simple as that. And now I can even select it and I can change its size, something like this, or else, expand it. And let's have a river over here. So I'm trying to draw a river, and the moment I draw a river, you can see the guesses have come. Again, I click on this and I'll click on this and try to have the river here. See how nicely we can do this. And the best part is, whatever data that we are looking into, यहाँ पे ये सारी चीजें बन रही है because ये quick draw के साथ embedded है. So now I've drawn a tree. तो आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे trees के काफी सारे suggestions हैं. So let me click on this tree. Okay, and I think this looks good. Okay, and I can increase or decrease the size and make it like this. Nice, right? So ये जो quick draw का जो data है, with that the computer is trying to understand what you're making, and based on that it comes up with examples. This is exactly what is called as computer vision. I hope you're able to understand. So it's about computer vision is about the ability of computers to birds flying and sun. Yeah, you're right. Waterfalls bhi hona chahiye tha, ducks in river. So basically, when you talk about computer vision, it's the domain of AI that looks into the pattern, the way you draw, the way you arrange things, and based on that pattern, जिसे computer देखता है, and उसके जरिए it learns what's happening. That is called as computer vision. We'll be learning more on computer vision a little later, but let's go to the next part of it. And for that, let's go to the next tool. I hope everybody got an idea on what computer vision is all about, teachers. Yeah. The moment we go to the next one, let's play another game. Now, this is going to be called as rock, papers, and scissors. And, oh, sorry, rock, papers, and scissors. Okay, it's not linked. So let me actually take you to the website. You can go here, next.rock, papers, scissors.ai. I think most teachers would have played rock, paper, scissors with your students, if I'm not wrong. Are you interested? You like it? I don't know, but this is an interesting game. But this will give you a lot of idea. Now let's go forward. For this, I would like to Give me a moment, teachers. Okay. So you can actually have the camera enabled on the screen, and आप हाथ से भी rock, paper or scissors कर सकते हैं. But for deliberate reasons right now, as we are doing it on Zoom and the camera is already taken by Zoom, हम actually mouse के साथ खेलेंगे. So let's go with the first one. तो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो कि this is AI and this is me. तो basically ये हम हैं. Okay. And यहाँ पर आप नाम edit कर सकते हो. This is Vasu, for example. Okay. And here in this case, let's play the game. तो यहाँ पे round 1, AI का 0, मेरा भी 0. And the moment you click on, let's go with the rock. The moment I go with rock, you can see this is rock. And the best part is the robot came with scissors, and the rule is rock will be able to beat the scissors. I'll quickly tell you for the people who are looking at it for the first time. तो ये एक circular game है where the scissors can beat the papers. The paper, which is shown like this with open arms, papers can beat the rock, and rock looks something like this. Rock can beat the scissors. I hope you understood the point. It's confusing. Rock beat the scissors, scissors beat the paper, paper beat the rock. ये एक circular चीज है. And whenever you do this, it's like India में we are more into in pin, septi pin, in pin out. खेलना है तो खेलो वरना get out. This is our way of doing it, right? But yeah, कभी कभी rock paper scissors भी चल जाता है आजकल के बच्चों के साथ. So that's how it has come over here. Now it is like one total win. Let's go with scissors right now and let me click on scissors. The moment I click on scissors, there is a tie. Now again I'll go with paper. Now let me click on paper. Okay. And again it's a tie. It's a surprising thing. Let's go with the rock again, teachers. Okay, that's a tie again. Okay, I'm surprised. Let's go with the scissors again. Wow, for the first time, I'm winning 2 times with the computer. Let's go with the paper again. Okay, that's a tie. Okay, let's go with the rock again. Okay, it's a tie again. Let's go with the scissors. AI started winning. Look at that. Now again, I'll go with the paper. See, again, AI started winning. AI got the 2 points. Now let's go with the rock again. Okay, it's a tie. Now let's go with the scissors. Okay, AI wins again. It has led me. Now it's 3 and I'm in 2. Let's go further. Let's go farther. Okay, that's a paper. It's a tie. Again, I'm going with the rock. I'll do it one more time, teachers. And it is able to win right now. And let's go with the scissors. Again, AI is able to win now. And again, AI is able to win. No, we are able to win right now. Now, when I keep continuing this, you'll be surprised after a point of time, we will never be able to win this. Never ever. Because there is a tendency of human beings, how much ever times you want to try, there will be a point in time in our life where the things will become a pattern. You can't, AI will be able to understand. See, right now we played 22 times and this is the 23rd time right now. You can see that AI is already at 10, I'm at 5. Now, when you do it for 100 times or 1,000 times or 1 lakh times, there'll be a point where AI will be able to understand your brain. Now, how did AI understand this brain? It was because of the data, quantitative data. ये जो 23 जो हम देख रहे हैं ना, it is called as data. So this data is being taken from us, and based on that it tries to come up with suggestions. So it will be very difficult for human beings to actually guess the right answer, and in fact AI will be in a better position to tell what you are actually doing. I hope you're able to understand. Yeah, it's something like that. It's a pattern game sort of a thing. Yeah. So
Vasudevan,
yes sir, yes
yeah.
ma'am. Sorry.
Just wanted to interrupt you here.
No
I
problem.
think teachers are already posting their questions in the chat section. I have requested them to post it on the question and answer also.
No
So
problem.
they want to see the relation about how they can use it in their classroom and why it is beneficial. So they want to see that link.
Sure, we'll do
When
that.
we are
We'll do
actually
that.
demonstrating these sessions.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'll be doing that very soon, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. And with respect to chat, actually it's hanging on my side because of too many chats. Maybe because of that I'm not able to see the chats constantly, but the question answer section I'm able to see right now. I'll be able to answer all those things, ma'am. Give me a few minutes. I'll be able to cover that and quickly cover on that as well. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So here in this case, teachers, we understood that based on rock, paper, scissors game, that data is taken by the computers. See, whenever we talk about this aspect of Kabhi Hua Hoga, let's quickly take one example. Neelam ma'am and let's assume Manisha ma'am are talking to each other, and Neelam ma'am was telling Manisha ma'am, मुझे ना वो मिंत्रा में मैंने एक सूट देखा था, वो बहुत अच्छा था, I want to buy it. पर अभी तक आपने उसे ओपन नहीं किया है, एंड यूल बी सरप्राइज्ड, घर जाते ही या इस डिस्कशन के बाद थोड़ी देर के बाद यू विल गेट एन एडवर्टाइजमेंट ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर ड्रेस, and you'll be surprised. You'll be like, I just now spoke about it to Manisha, Shikha or anybody like that, and you'll be like, और मेरे पास advertisement आ गया, शायद भगवान चाहते हैं, it's in my destiny that I have to buy this, something like that. So the point here is, what I'm trying to convey here is, teachers, it was because of your conversation that most of our phones have their mics always on, and it'll try to listen to what you're doing, what you're speaking. And the best part is, based on that, the suggestions actually start coming in. Now, the moment you understand that it is because of your suggestions that AI is coming up with something, you will automatically fine tune your research on internet. Suppose if there is a physics teacher and most of the time there is a research on physics videos, so automatically that YouTube is going to be full of physics. Now, with this rock, paper, scissors game, though you could use this platform directly as a tool to engage with the children, that's one way of looking at it. But more importantly, this will give us an understanding that whenever I search something or whenever I generate something on any platform like ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever we talk about, we should be able to understand that मुझे अगर ये चाहिए, if this is my learning objective, then I need to search according to that. Artificial intelligence is a game of patient practice, and it's not like where can I use, what can I use? Any artificial intelligence tools. I'm going to relate this with multiple subjects. Google Earth has got AI. Now Canva karke, there is a platform that has got AI. Somebody was talking about there is this app called as Microsoft Math. I think some of you might know that. So when you write something on the notebook, you just scan that, and that becomes it'll be able to understand what you've actually written. That is because of the computer vision. So the point is, when you get to understand the concept of it, okay, exactly, yeah, some of you must be using Canva as well. So the moment you understand the concept behind it, it'll become very easy for us to quickly get into this aspect of AI. Let me continue further and show you one more tool, and then I will get into the subject wise understanding also. And the deliberate reason I'm not able to address the queries is because chat getting hanged. Now quickly, the next tool finally, which is more important, called as Sementris. Let's go to Sementris, and I would like to show you Sementris. Sementris is an interesting platform, especially the language teachers would love it. Now, this particular example is actually for us to understand what is natural language processing. Okay, what is natural language processing? Let me quickly click on Play Arcade. Have you done on Sementris? Wait a minute, I'll show you. So we'll be touching on this again. See this. So यहाँ पे what we are supposed to do is type the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of shark, the word shark. So the moment we say shark over here, I think you might be able to remember. What do you remember? You can put it on the chat if you want to. Shark, what do you remember? I remember water. Oh, deadly. Okay, I just typed water. So the moment I typed water and shark, see, it has come below the line and they both match with each other. The words actually match with each other. So the whole thing actually busts like that Candy Crush. See, I hope you're able to understand. तो यहाँ पर वो जो, तो basically वहाँ पे जो शब्द आएंगे, उसका closest word हमें यहाँ लिखना है. Now this is to understand what is natural language processing. हम बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. Now there is something called as hat. So hat is head, something like that. Great. Now the next word is table. अगर मैंने table लिखा तो शायद the chair is the closest word, something like that. Great. So again it got crushed and my points got increased. In fact, this has got the audio as well. Now it's birthday, so celebration, something like that. Balloons. Wow, balloons could have been good. Party could have been good. Game matlab score, something like that. Let's go forward. Imagine, teachers, how you could use this in the classroom. Fish could be used as, say again, water. That's great. Sun, sun rises. That's great. Guitar, music. Guitar could be with the music teachers. Eyes के साथ क्या होगा? Titanic. I don't know. I'm just coming up. Okay, leaves के साथ tree. शायद. Understood. Legs के साथ hands. Something like that. Dinner के साथ खाना. Food. How about that? That's great. Water sports. No, water के साथ fish. Come on. Oh, that's great. Tattoo design. Vegetable cooking. Cooking के साथ rice. Tornado, cyclone. It's very fast now. Lucky. Okay. Sand के साथ ocean. I don't know. Oh, lucky. Singing के साथ dancing. And beetle के साथ insect. Cereal के साथ snacks. ACKS. Oh wow. Okay. Graffiti, cartoon, sound, temple, spiritual. Okay, Pokemon, cartoon again. Graphic designer. Oh, it's fast now. I can't write it down. Rock. Okay, I'm lost. Okay, so I'll just stop this. I'm sorry. Oh, still I'm there on the table. No, I'm not there on the table. My highest score 2870 tha. Now, fitness could have been a good word. Yeah. So whatever we saw here, teachers, it's called as sementris. Now, it is the ability of a computer to understand the closest word. आपने सुना होगा natural language processing है, and NLP, it is called as NLP. And कई बार आपने ये भी देखा होगा कि on a particular document, for example, I'll quickly open it in the meanwhile. You could actually voice type it. I think you know it, right? So voice typing is a pure example of NLP. So for example, अभी मैं Google Documents पर हूँ. I would click on tools right now. जैसे ही हम tools पर click करते हैं, there is something called as voice typing. Now, the moment I click on English US, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि we can choose a language, and हम English India choose कर लेंगे अभी. And I think you have done this before. I'm not sure, but let me do it again and increasing the screen size. The moment I click on the mic and whatever I speak after that, you will be surprised that everything gets typed really fast. Full stop. The interesting part is even the punctuation marks work just with the commands. Comma. The fluency of this program at the back end is directly attributed towards the natural language processing. Full stop. I hope you are able to understand. See, I was talking quite fast and it was able to understand. But what's really amazing over here is, let's go to Hindi. तो अगर मुझे हिंदी पढ़ना भी नहीं आता, for example, I do not know how to read Kannada, तो मैं कन्नड़ा में कैसे बात करूंगा? मैं तो बात नहीं कर पाऊंगा ना. पर मैं ये whole document को कन्नड़ा में convert कर सकता हूँ. I'll tell it again. You need to go to Google Documents, or even Microsoft Word also has this feature, but online. तो आपको बस docs.google.com ऐसे जाना होगा और नया डॉक्यूमेंट खोलना होगा. वहां पर आप टूल्स देख सकते हैं जहां पर यू हैव गॉट वॉइस टाइपिंग एज अ फीचर. तो आप जैसे वॉइस टाइपिंग पर टाइप करोगे तो ये छोटा सा माइक आ जाता है यहाँ पर. तो नाउ लेट मी क्लिक ऑन द माइक. इसके बाद मैं जो भी हिंदी में बात करूंगा वो सारी चीजें यहाँ पर टाइप हो जाती हैं, पूर्ण विराम. इसकी खासियत ये है कि अगर मेरे पास हिंदी का कीबोर्ड ना भी हो तो मुझे परेशान होने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. मुझे बस बोलना होगा. अगर मैं बोलूंगा तो वो वहां पर टाइप हो जाएगा. इसकी एक और खासियत है, अगर इस पूरे डॉक्यूमेंट को अगर मुझे किसी और लैंग्वेज पर कन्वर्ट करना हो तो भी ये कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. लेट अस ट्राई दैट. दिस इज अमेजिंग, राइट? सो अगर ये पूरा जो है, and the best part is the conversion that will happen is not literal conversion, it's the meaningful conversion. तो यहाँ पे हम tools में जाएंगे, हम translate document करेंगे और यहाँ पे choose language करके एक option आता है. तो let us transfer everything into say गुजराती. गुजराती तो मुझे पढ़ने आती नहीं है, पर फिर भी हमने गुजराती में एक डॉक्यूमेंट बना दिया, something like that. So let me show it to you. यहाँ पर बन जाएगा 2 मिनट में. हाँ, अगर कोई गुजराती टीचर यहाँ पर हो तो प्लीज बता दीजिए कि बराबर है या नहीं. आई एम नॉट श्योर. ओ, translate it to Punjabi. Let's try that. Let's try that. तो इस पूरे document को let's try to draw in Punjabi. Do we have the Punjabi language over there? So actually they're updating with the languages one by one. I think it should be there, but I'm not sure about it. So Persian, Polish. हाँ, Punjabi है ना? Okay. Perfect in Gujarati. Sabila ma'am, thank you so much. Hindi. Correct. You're right. Now I'm changing it to Punjabi. Let's see if it's getting converted in Punjabi. That's great. Now आप देख सकते हो. Sanskrit भी है. So this application that you're looking into, now it is called as the ability to basically natural language processing. हो गया. तो हमने computer vision भी सीख लिया, हमने natural language processing भी सीख लिया. Now once we understand CV and NLP, which is called as computer vision natural language processing, इसके बाद ये दोनों data के साथ ही काम करते हैं. Rock papers और scissors एक data का example था, पर data तो हर जगह पे होता है. Now you're going to come into the mix of all these things. तो जब भी हमने कल ChatGPT देख, can somebody tell me ChatGPT is part of which part of AI? Is it part of computer vision? Or is it part of natural language processing? I think now you will be able to tell that. Is it part of data? Can somebody tell me ChatGPT is part of which domain of AI? Is it NLP or? Exactly, it is NLP. You're perfect. It's natural language processing. So now you have understood the concept of artificial intelligence. जैसे concept समझ में आता है, now you will do whatever you want. Let's try this. Let's try this. So there is this platform called as Adobe Firefly. Let me directly search for you and then show it to you directly. Adobe Firefly. और Adobe Firefly एक ऐसा चीज है जो like I think you would have also got exposed to Adobe Express. So Adobe is a platform which I think most of you know PDF. हमारा जो PDF document होता है ना, तो वो Acrobat Reader या फिर Adobe Reader होता है, जहाँ पे आप वो document को actually देख सकते हो. Right? तो मैं India English select कर रहा हूँ and then let's go with this. So Adobe Firefly I'm just using to show you something, and that's going to be the mix of natural language processing and computer vision. अगर कोई teacher है, अगर किसी को कुछ बच्चों को एक ऐसा चीज बताना हो जो आपने पहले कभी आपने बस सोचा है. For example, अगर एक teacher कहती है कि let's have a classroom where all the teachers are teaching to dogs and cats. ऐसा कभी होता है? Let's try. Oh, you have Adobe Suite, Vrinda ma'am. That's fantastic. Adobe is doing a fantastic job and you will be surprised with the results out there. So let's go with this. And यहाँ पर हम type करने वाले हैं natural language processing basically. Create a classroom where a teacher is teaching some cats and dogs. Now let us see what is getting generated. So the moment I click on generate, oh, I'm so sorry, login karna pad raha hai. I'll log in once. So you just have to select this and then click on whatever email ID you want to, and then basically whichever ID you want to use to log in, and uske baad it will start generating. Let's wait for a few seconds. I hope it has started it. Let's click on yes. So it's trying to create a classroom where a teacher is teaching some cats and dogs. Let's watch this. And I would request you to please try this right after the session. You'll be happy to make images that are, look at this. Did you see that? So I've got some cats and dogs. और यहाँ पे ये cat शायद ध्यान नहीं दे रहा है. Teacher को नहीं देख रहा है. यहाँ पे ये नहीं. Wow, this is so nice. I didn't expect it to be so real. ये यहाँ पे चीता भी आ गया शायद, और ये टाइगर का बच्चा भी. This looks like a lion, but it's more like a nice, na? So it's actually an image that is actually not at all existing, teachers. It got created just now. If you want to put a sentence, अगर आपके पास आपके मन में कोई sentence है जो कभी possible ही नहीं हो सकता, ऐसे कुछ है, तो आप please बताइए. You will be able to make it. Yeah, you can actually tell the teachers what they're teaching. Okay, so now यहाँ पे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Also include the teacher teaching mathematics. तो मैं जैसे ये टाइप कर रहा हूँ, teacher teaching on sun, उसके बाद करेंगे. Akash Kumar, that's a very interesting. Create an image where sun is crying. Ma'am, okay, sun इतना ज़्यादा खुश है कि पूरे भूमि को, मतलब it's already hot. You really want to make son cry? Okay. See, can you see the maths thing has come on the screen right now? It's the same image, but with the maths thing on there. So the same images are getting edited also. So the point is, अगर किसी को कुछ सिखाना हो, I do not know how you're going to use it in the class. And शायद I'm not even the right person to say that. See, once you know how it actually works at the back end, you know what to do. Create where Rain is dancing with a male teacher. Oh, Nandita, ma'am, I do not know what you are imagining. It is not paid. It is completely free of cost. Whatever I'm showing you, it's all open source teachers. You can directly use it. Animals making a party. I think I like that, Harinder ma'am. Let's just draw one more thing. Animals having a party. And yeah, just jovial idea. You're right, Nandita ma'am, but it's very jovial actually. Interesting. You can copy it for your PPT. You can actually generate it. You can use it on your YouTube channel and nobody's going to ask anything. That's an interesting point. Archana ma'am, life on Mars. Yeah. See, animals are having a party over here. Right? Okay. Animals having a party in Mars. How about that? I'm excited to watch a new movie which will talk about probably, so look at these technologies, they've gone very far ahead. So let's wait for it. Let's wait for it, and then we'll go to the next topic, and that will be the final topic, which will be more like a conclusion. Can you see? हमारा Mars ऐसा कुछ लगने वाला है. Did you know that Mars जाने के लिए already bus ticket मिल रहे हैं? Already some people have booked the tickets. One of the guy who booked the tickets is Jeff Bezos, the guy who made Amazon. Yes, Soumya ma'am. Yes, Soumya ma'am. You can create your own course on ChatGPT. Yeah. See, I'm in this session, I'm just introducing these topics to you so that we can get an understanding of it, but you try to explore it and try to use it more, teachers. Now coming to another. So this is the place where NLP is getting converted to natural language processing. Coming to one important and almost the last tool called as Google Teachable Machine. So Google Teachable Machine एक ऐसा platform है which is more like computer vision. तो आप देख सकते हो ये कुछ ऐसा दिखता है and आप यहाँ पे program create कर सकते हो. I'm just opening it one by one, don't worry. So this is how it looks like on the front screen, and आप देख सकते हो right में, like when there is a dog, it says it's dog, or it listens to the sound, it looks like tree, it looks like wings. You can see the picture on the right over here. Some of you might know Google Teachable Machine, right? Great. So there's a detailed video over here which I'm not playing right now. Let's try to immediately go and do it. So I would like to click on get started. The moment we click on get started, तो यहाँ पे आपके पास आता है image project. काफी सारे project है. Let's go to image project. And I would like to go with standard image model. I would like to turn off my video for a few seconds. Now यहाँ पर मेरे को बताना है differentiation between a happy face and यहाँ पर a sad face. Okay, मैं जैसे webcam switch करूंगा, on करूंगा, तो you can see I've come inside Google Teachable Machine. और happy face में हम कैसे नजर आते हैं generally? I would like to see smile like this, and when I press this hold to record, it will try to understand how I look. चलो sad face के लिए क्या करेंगे? अभी मुझे रोना तो नहीं आता. I'm not going to cry. So let's I'll try to do some weird thing. मैं रो रहा हूँ. मेरी पत्नी ने मुझे डांटा क्योंकि मेरी चाय अच्छे से नहीं बनी. Something like that. I got the images. Now I'm going to click on train model. The moment I click on train model, the computer is trying to understand the pictures of happy and sad. Now जैसे ही उसे पता चलता है उस पैटर्न के जरिए, अच्छा happy face मतलब हमेशा दांत दिखाई देता है, something like that. Sad face मतलब शायद हमेशा हाथ चेहरे पर होता है. Based on that, it will tell if you are a happy face or a sad face. Now यहाँ पे सरप्राइजिंग बात ये है कि यहाँ पर अगर कोई और भी इस चेयर में बैठ के अगर कंप्यूटर को देखता है तो भी वो हैप्पी फेस और सैड फेस बराबर बता देगा. I'll show you. See this. Okay, let's switch the webcam to HD webcam. देखो मैं हंस रहा हूँ, right? It says happy face. It shows 100%, 99%. Now the moment I bring my hands over here, it says it's a sad face. Happy face, sad face. अभी हम हंसते भी हैं और sad भी करते हैं. It's like that. And you can see that the computer is trying to it's kind of getting confused. Are you able to see that? Okay, I don't want to fake it anymore. Now, ये कहाँ पे use किया जा सकता है? I'll show you. Some teachers did a very good job and some students also did a very good job. उन्होंने ना एक गुड स्टोरेज और बैड स्टोरेज करके एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया था. लेट मी ओपन वन ऑफ देम. तो इट वाज लाइक अगर हम प्लास्टिक में स्टोर करते हैं तो वो गलत है, अगर हमने पॉट में स्टोर किया तो वो अच्छा है. सो यू कैन सी दिस इज स्टील, दिस इज ग्लास, दिस इज मड, समथिंग लाइक दैट. गुड स्टोरेज. एंड वंस यू ट्रेन द मॉडल, तो जब भी कुछ स्टोर करना हो तो वो यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं कि ये गुड है या बैड है. लेट मी ओपन वन मोर. आई थिंक इट डजंट हैव मल्टीपल एग्जांपल्स. आई वुड लाइक टू शो यू वन मोर. आई डोंट रिमेंबर which one, but this was done by a student. तो this could be transferred to a robot. हाँ, ये अच्छा मॉडल है. कैन यू सी दिस? ये गुड स्टोरेज और ये बैड स्टोरेज. तो यहाँ पर ये सारे पॉट वगैरह है एंड दिस इज ऑल प्लास्टिक बॉटल्स. वंस यू क्लिक ऑन ट्रेन मॉडल एंड दिस मॉडल कैन बी पुट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ कैमरा. ऐसे ही करते लोग. और ये कैमरा कहीं पे भी लगा सकते प्रोजेक्ट में. और जब भी पानी आप अगर प्लास्टिक बॉटल में भरते हो तो वो मॉडल बताएगा कि ये गलत है. This is not a good storage. Let's try that. You can. I don't have a water bottle over here, but I have one. I just need to. I have one. I have one. Please give me a moment. तो यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हो. I'm not sure if you're able to see this. ये हो गया iReune and HD webcam. हाँ, great. So let's see as of now. अगर मैं इसे दिखाऊं तो it says it's a good storage. Can you see that? So it was able to understand with some examples. अगर मैं शायद I'm just using my Kangi sort of a thing. I do not know if it's even right. No, it's not right. So basically मेरा यहाँ पे point ये है कि based on examples, it'll try to understand what is good and what is bad. Okay, so let me switch on the video over here and come to almost the conclusion. And for that, I would like to show you the final point. Okay, I'm sorry. So Cementris, and then this is correct. So now coming to the last part, teachers, in order to give an understanding of artificial intelligence, actually ये सारी चीजों के बारे में गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने एक प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किया था called as AI for all. अगर कोई है, if anybody wants to understand AI in a detailed manner, or not detailed but 4 hours में अगर कुछ जानना है, तो you can come to this platform AI for all. And यहाँ पर 2 तरीकों से you can join. You just have to put your phone number and you can immediately get to know what artificial intelligence is all about. Within 4 hours, they have got a complete content. इसके अलावा गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने बहुत सारी चीजें की है. स्किल सब्जेक्ट्स भी इंट्रोड्यूस करा है. एंड देयर वाज दिस प्लेटफॉर्म ऑलवेज व्हेनेवर यू वांट टू लर्न समथिंग रिलेटेड टू टेक्नोलॉजी टीचर्स, तो ये एक प्लेटफॉर्म है कॉल्ड एज CIET, सेंट्रल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एजुकेशनल टेक्नोलॉजी. आई थिंक आपने काफी सारे ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स अटेंड किए होंगे. तो इनका भी ट्रेनिंग रेगुलर होता है. एवरी मंथ दे टॉक अबाउट वन और द अदर टेक्नोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स. एक बार वर्चुअल लैब्स के बारे में था, एक बार आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के बारे में था. अभी बस 2-3 दिन पहले their complete series on Adobe tools was actually discussed. ये Firefly जो हमने बात किया था वो भी वहीं से था. So this is with respect to another area. Artificial intelligence का skill subjects भी होता है. Canva came up with an educational package, lot of things. So by the way, when we talk about artificial intelligence and its presence, तो आप अभी समझ पाओगे कि accessibility options वो होता है जब भी हमें कुछ टेक्स्ट को स्पीच पे बदलना हो या मेरे वॉइस को टाइपिंग पे, व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू डू, ये सारी बातें एनएलपी के अंडर आते हैं एंड एआई की वजह से ये पॉसिबल है. आजकल तो ये भी हो रहा है, यू जस्ट हैव टू टाइप अ डायलॉग एंड इट विल क्रिएट अ वीडियो फॉर यू. देयर इज दिस प्लेटफॉर्म कॉल्ड सोरा, बट इंडिया में अभी तक अवेलेबल नहीं है. नाउ चैट जीपीटी, कोपायलट, ये सारी चीजें जो भी हैं ये कस्टमाइज किया जा रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मुझे स्कूल में यूज करना है, मुझे कुछ लेसन प्लान बनाना हो, तो कहाँ पे मैं करूं? तो देयर आर मल्टीपल प्लेटफॉर्म्स. एक बंदे ने तो ऑलरेडी किया था एंड इट्स कॉल्ड एज खान मीगो. खान मीगो करके एक प्लेटफॉर्म है जो फ्री एंड ओपन सोर्स है. तो उन्होंने पूरा बच्चों को चैट जीपीटी को एक टीचर बना दिया था. So that's why I've given Khanmigo as well over here as an example. So that's pretty much about the main domains of artificial intelligence. I'll be coming and meeting you again to talk about in detail on certain aspects of data and analysis. Ye kaise hota hai. So once you understand the concept of AI, now when somebody is explaining you artificial intelligence, I think you will be in a better position to understand and respond. Yeah, I think I would have taken a little extra time. I'm really sorry about it. Now, when you talk about quantitative and qualitative data, I think somebody's asked the question. Quickly, I'll tell you. Whenever you're buying something on Amazon या कोई भी platform पे, आपको एक खुशी होती है, right? या दुख होता है, depending on whatever experiences. तो वो जो खुशी और वो जो दुख की बात है, it is called as quality. It's qualitative. अभी कितने खुश हो, कितने दुख हो, वो आप कैसे बताओगे? वो तो आप stars के जरिए बताओगे ना. So if there are 5 stars and you give only 3 stars to it, so that is the area where qualitative data is getting converted to quantity. I hope you're getting the point. Let's go to, get into another question. How these AI sites helpful in teaching in pre-primary classes? Good point. Now, pre-primary classes ke liye, you might want a different kind of teaching learning strategy. Now, if you want to get to understand how it could be done, probably you could use ChatGPT and develop it. And here in this case, Cementris could be one very good example, probably to introduce to the world of pictures. And Cementris में blogs भी होता है. यहाँ पे तो हमने बस words इस्तेमाल किया था. There are other features as well. Now, whatever we are talking, it's platform independent, Tamanna ma'am. It is available on Android, Windows, iOS, everywhere. Now, Sapna ma'am, when you talk about understand the application in education, you'll be surprised that all these are already, existing in education in multiple ways. It is about the way we actually use it, which we shall understand in another one more workshop, probably day after tomorrow when I come back again, I'll be talking about it. So, the computer games, I think the other question is also similar to that. Computer games are further taking the children away from the social interaction. I agree to you, Sapna ma'am. But at the same time, the games are becoming more immersive. There is this concept of gamification of learning. At that particular time, if you can explore certain topics where let us convert the games and learning in the form of games, things have a different outlook altogether. The moment we are aware about it, teachers, until it's a matter of only awareness. जिस दिन हमें पता चला अच्छा इसे ऐसे भी यूज किया जा सकता है, everything gets changed. Okay. I had attended. Okay. Certificates, you'll get it. This recording will also be present. Scores of the students as well. Cementris, how AI is making time. It's amazing. Varanshit Kaur, that's a very good question. How AI is, I would request you to please use Copilot or ChatGPT or even Google Gemini to feed all the information, number of teachers, number of students, number of sections, and ask it to make a timetable. You will be surprised that it is able to make it. Videos are not available on Adobe Firefly right now, but eventually it will come. Dr. Varinder Kaur, that's a very interesting question. Yeah, it'll be there, Sharina ma'am, on the PPT. You will be getting it right after the session. Absolutely, skills. Obviously, can these skills be used in 11th and 12th history? Yes, you can. There was one teacher who made World War I as an animation through Copilot, actually. Yeah, for middle and high school, can you share the sites? I'll talk about it. Correct. So gamification of learning is altogether a topic that will be also addressed. I think up to a certain extent, I would have seen all the questions. But considering the time right now, I would like to quickly hand over the session to the host over here, Debashri ma'am, and all the teachers. Thank you so much for giving an opportunity to interact with you all. As somebody rightly mentioned in the beginning of the session that within 1 hour you can't learn AI, but I'm pretty sure up to 60 to 70%, you would have got a brief understanding on what AI is all about. I would be really eager to meet you all again in another session and talk about all these things in a little more detail. Until then, Jai Hind and thank you everyone. Devashri
Thank
ma'am,
you
over
so
to you.
much, Vasudevan sir. I mean, it was a very engaging session. One question that I want to personally ask you related to AI, there is a lot of encouraging thing that is happening around AI, but उसके साथ साथ बहुत लोग ये भी बोलते हैं कि AI comes with its own pros and cons. So with teachers and with students in mind, AI के कुछ ऐसे सेफगार्डिंग चीज अगर आप हमें बोल सके जो बच्चों के लिए सेफगार्डिंग के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. This is something that I want to just ask you
Very good.
while all addressed all the questions, but this is something that was there in my mind and
Sure.
can
It's an
address
interesting
this.
question. It's a very interesting question, and that is one reason. Because of this question, there is this thing called as a whole domain of computer science called as digital citizenship. So digital citizenship एक ऐसा domain of computer science है जो इस चीज को address करता है in a detailed manner. So here in this case, how to be safeguarded, if that's a question, it's quite a broad question, but first of all, the moment technology gets upgraded, there are some rules and regulations that have to be laid out by a particular organization or by a particular country. पर वो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आने तक थोड़ा टाइम हो जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, मोस्ट ऑफ द टीचर्स माइट हैव दिस प्रॉब्लम कि मैं जैसे ही असाइनमेंट कुछ दे देती हूँ तो बच्चे चैट जीपीटी से कॉपी कर देते हैं, या मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स व्हेन आई गिव देम होमवर्क तो वहां से कॉपी कर लेते हैं, आ जाते हैं. तो आई एम नॉट एबल टू चेक इफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर रियली लर्निंग और नॉट. तो यहाँ पे लर्निंग आउटकम का जो मेजरमेंट है is completely based on the assignment, but that assignment gets copied. So here in this case, instead of giving an assignment which is more of a written work, if the teachers can change the question and tell the students, you can take the support of ChatGPT, then the outlook is completely different. For example, the teachers can ask the students to take a survey of in that particular colony on how many people are present in the age category of 15 to 25, something like that. तो यहाँ पे चैट जीपीटी कुछ हेल्प नहीं कर सकता, बच्चों को जाके ऑन द फील्ड प्रोजेक्ट वर्क करना पड़ेगा. So if we come up with a task that is completely on, avoid something that can be done on ChatGPT and try to cultivate the critical thinking skills by project-based learning, yeah, blended learning, that will have a different perspective. End of the day, AI is just advanced Google. पहले गूगल में आप जो भी सर्च करोगे सब तो मिलता है, राइट? बट एआई और भी थोड़ा एक्यूरेट रिजल्ट्स दे देता है. सो यू नीड टू बी केयरफुल ऑफ कोर्स विद एआई. देयर आर सर्टेन रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस अंडर डिजिटल सिटीजनशिप. द पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सर्चेस द स्टूडेंट्स आर डूइंग. Luckily, all these organizations like Adobe or Google, they're very careful about what the people are searching. Anything inappropriate, they will immediately say that this is not appropriate. So luckily, the companies are also helping the community to, have a productive search over there. So this would be an addressal right now. Otherwise, we'll have to wait and see what are the repercussions.
Sure. And thank you for such an interesting response, क्योंकि आपने बताया कि AI के अलावा AI obviously book based knowledge को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से निकाल सकता है, but then again we teachers actually have to think कि how can we make it in make children do things in their real life and not be based on
Correct.
on machines and AI like that. Yeah,
That's a perfect
interesting.
thing.
So I think it's the power of AI is in our hands about how we want to leverage that.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're absolutely
So-
right. AI is a slave and not a master.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that in mind. We are ending it on a very, very good note that AI should be our slave and not our master. Right.
That's right.
So with this, we want to conclude today's session. It was very interesting, and thank you for for such an engaging session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tomorrow we will be back with gamification. And it is again another very interesting topic where we will differentiate between gamification and game-based learning. And we look forward to have you back, all of you to have you back in the Teacher Summer Fest tomorrow as well. We have another very interesting speaker and an expert who would be detailing that concept. So thank you everyone. But before we end, I'll just request you all to give us your feedback through the poll so that we come to know about how you felt about today's session. Kindly use the feedback to share your responses with us. I'm sure जितना ही मुझे मजा आया है उतना ही बाकी टीचर्स को भी मजा आया. And also the recorded session for day 2 will be available by end of the day today, and day 3 कल तक record हो जाएगा. So in 24 hours, we are trying to upload all the sessions. In case you're missing out anything for internet issue, or if you're not able to follow the session due to some urgency or emergency, you can definitely get back to the recorded session. However, it's always best when we hear the expert and the speakers hear us.
That's right.
So yeah. So with this, we'll conclude today's session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank you all. Thank you, Debashri ma'am.
Thank you.